Hello guys, how's it going, and welcome to a brand new series on my channel, and this time we are playing Fragments of Him. But yeah, I've been quite looking forward to this one guys for quite some time now, and yeah, you know me guys, I do enjoy story driven games, and this one is an interactive story. And yeah, it's about love and loss, and you play a character called Will. Well, the subconscious of Will. But yeah, it's pretty cool from what I've seen in the trailers and stuff. So yeah, I wanted to get this one, definitely. So this could be quite an emotional game guys, so expect me to probably cry in this playthrough. So yeah guys, I do hope you enjoy, so let's get to it. Right, let's just check the options. Gameplay, subtitles are on. Let's just check the scenes. Whoa, there's a lot of scenes. Right, there's 30 scenes altogether. So I don't know if this is going to be a long playthrough guys, I have no idea. Each scene might be a couple of minutes, but who knows. But I really do hope you enjoy guys, so let's get to it. Okay. Now to okay. Very strange. Oh, hello. So I'm guessing that's us, Will. Ah, yeah. I might have to edit this loading screens guys, because I don't know if they'll take long, I don't know, but yeah, I'll think it anyway. Edit it. Ooh. Bye Harry, see you tonight. Oh man, why'd you have to put me in this game? Considering I'm Harry. I love you, have a good day. Say nothing. Yeah, go on.
I love you. Have a good day. It's easy to forget to appreciate the small things. I think I've done that too much.
Boo. Just bear with me guys, let's just try that. Better?
I forget sometimes how beautiful this city is.
That's going to take a while. Is it near Christmas? Can't go that way. Take the lift. Okay, or do we take the stairs? Let's take the stairs.
It's better to walk. It gives me time to think. There's a whole future ahead. I should feel closer to Harry, but the tech is like a tide slowly pulling at us. No more. I'll stop that drift.
Okay. Silence. Oh, okay.
I'm going to tell him how I feel.
So this is what I like about these games, you know what I mean? Because you don't really see this kind of subjects in games. You know, like same-sex relationships and stuff. So, it's pretty sweet. I like how they're trying to push to the boundaries in gaming with that kind of thing, you know, it's pretty cool. You know, most people these days, well, critics, will be like, oh, same-sex relationships, oh, we must ban the game, I shall have none of it. Fuck off. It's 2017, get over it.
I don't want to lose what we've got to by not paying attention to it.
Okay. Adjust the mirror. Radio. Seatbelt. Oh, chair. Okay.
Some routines have meaning and purpose.
Safety first.
Other routines are just how we fill our days.
Okie dokie. Another 9:34. And it's 18 degrees. Was it 18? No, 10 degrees, sorry.
It was easy to get lazy, to let things fall slowly into a dull routine.
But yeah, I like how it's showing like all the citizens and stuff. It's like you're like passing by them and you basically never see them again. So that's probably why they're all.
Carefree has been good, but it's not going anywhere.
It's probably why they're all blanked out. So that's pretty sweet.
I'll tell him tonight.
How come that was red then?
I love that cafe. On warm evenings, sometimes I sit there with a glass of wine, waiting to catch Harry on his way back from work.
Work, work, work. Something bad's gonna happen.
We used to walk in the park together. We should do more of that. I didn't expect it, but I feel happy I've made this choice.
Good. Okay. Bet you was a drunk driver, I'm telling you. Oh, someone on the phone. I mean, I was at the traffic lights, following the rules. Okie dokie.
Patterns. Every day, the same start. Harry never wakes up from my alarm.
I don't. Have a drink.
This isn't what I imagined or wanted. Drifting through one day after another. Together, but not aware. Something like that.
Wake up, me. Wake up. Sucks. Sucks.
I think I'll wear this one. It's Harry's favorite t-shirt on me.
Right too.
Why have I just passed by this for so long? It's beautiful. Great stories trapped in a moment. They're brilliant, but maybe I should add some new ones.
Okie dokie.
These daily things, they're good, but weigh us down too. I've got to a good place in life, but I feel like I'm not taking it further. I usually go to the bathroom first, but I could live dangerously. Maybe I should have breakfast first today. Living on the edge.
Let's have breakfast.
Was that the first domino to fall? To change the future? Dun dun dun.
Kettle. Let's have
Tea.
a brew. Cup of tea, 2 sugars. A bit milky. That's how I like it. That's how I like it. So if we ever cross paths...
A man takes the lead, Grandma would tell me. I guess I need to step up to the line. I've got a great thing here.
Put it back.
I should ask Harry to marry me. I doubt that was what she meant about taking the lead.
Yeah.
Marriage.
Ooh, toast. No,
Will Grandma come to the wedding?
I thought that was a toaster, but it's not.
I think she will. Maybe.
Those ashes. maybe? Ashes? Okay, where...
Naturally, as Will's grandmother, I visited Will in hospital on the first day that he was born. James, Will's father, handed him to me, wrapped in a little blue blanket. I'll never forget that moment. He was such a handsome baby. James ran 3 London pubs in the 1980s, of that punk sort. He looked awful with that leather jacket and those sort of things. That's not the sort of thing for children. So I would babysit as often as possible to make sure he had someone normal in his life.
Yeah.
James loved such peculiar books, all those horror things. That one about the rats. Dreadful things, really. I don't know what he saw in them.
I like me horrors.
The magazines that Sharon read were full of paintings. I'm not sure they were very suitable for a young boy to be around, but I don't like to judge. That plant was about all Will saw of the outside when he was young. He preferred to make up stories rather than play outdoors. Will's mother is an American, Sharon. They met through James's pubs.
Yeah.
She took Will away to America for 3 years when she and James split up. They got back together again though. There was always music playing when I got to the house. Some awful racket. Not the sort of thing a child should be hearing. I always turned it off.
Yeah.
Will's birth wasn't very easy, but he got here. He was never going to have brothers or sisters after, though. I only wanted the best for Will. I must sound like I was terribly damning of James and Sharon. But I loved Will as a boy and wanted to give him the best chance of a normal life. I remember an evening where Will was quieter than usual. At first I thought he was ill.
What's the matter, boy?
He'd got into a fight at school.
Ah.
Another boy had been calling a girl names because she had dark skin.
Right, so.
Will told the boy to stop, and he was punched in the stomach.
Typical.
I asked him if he had cried, and he said yes. I told him that big boys don't cry. I remember him asking me then, what do big boys do when they're sad? When he was grown up, I told him he would be a good man. He would be able to stand up to others. Even though he was hurt, I told him he was right to try to stop the bully.
Yep. Right indeed. Yeah. Woo.
Now I think about it, I don't think he was very comforted.
Probably not.
Will tripped on a toy when he was going to bed.
Oh. You silly sausage.
I remember carrying him. He was trying so hard not to cry. He was so small in my arms. I've never forgotten that feeling.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. To be that young boy again. Not a care in the world. to worry about bills.
It's funny the things that you remember. A mix of small things, making up a lifetime.
Okay.
I took him to bed to read him a story.
What you want to hear?
He liked ghost stories,
Oh.
but I thought he was too young for them. He would get very scared after the light was out. Sharon kept on buying him more, though. I always looked carefully to reassure him.
Yeah.
I always had to check the room for ghosts before he would settle down.
I love ghosts.
I remember that night clearly. I remember promising him that I would always protect him, no matter whatever happened. Of course, he was thinking of ghosts still.
Yeah.
But maybe I knew then that his life wasn't going to be so easy.
Life isn't easy indeed.
I wasn't reading a new ghost book. I was reading him Grimm's fairy tales. The old stories are much better than these new ones. It was a strange story that night, called The Ungrateful Son.
Ooh.
It went something like this. Once upon a time, a man and his wife were eating a roast chicken for dinner.
That's cool.
When the man saw his father, a very old man, walking along the road towards them,
Nice. That's cool.
the man didn't want to share, and so he hid the chicken out of sight. His father came, bid them a good day, and went on his way. The man was very happy, so told his wife to put the chicken on the table again. But the chicken had transformed into a giant toad, which leapt onto the face of the man. The toad wouldn't leave his face, and hissed at the wife when she came near, so she didn't dare approach to help.
So she ran and left him.
The man had to feed the toad every day from then on, or it would bite his face. And he never rested for the remainder of his life.
That's a bit freaky.
That was a very strange story.
Are you asleep?
Will was asleep before I finished it, which was probably a good thing.
Turn the lights out. Oh, that's nice.
It left me in an odd mood. I wondered how long I would be able to keep him safe.
Night light.
The world is so unpredictable. I would do my best like all good grandmothers. I can still see him sleeping there now, like it was only yesterday.
It's just strange and weird how it's portrayed, like listening to people's stories on the life of Will, you know what I mean? But it's like a normal person as well, you know what I mean? Right, where are
I
we
never
now?
thought it would be easy. But I had raised James, so I thought I would be ready for anything from my grandson Will. The world changes so quickly.
Does indeed. Oh, you have to.
I remember the family visiting me when Will was a teenager.
Anything?
There's a song by Al Martino, Here in My Heart. That was playing when Robert first kissed me. I listen to it when I'm alone sometimes. I went to visit family in New Zealand after James left home. It was a very long trip. I could only make it once. It's such a shame to be so distant from family. I like to go down to Brighton, to the seaside.
Depends on the
And I
situation.
would buy a new glass animal every time I went there, collecting them. Everyone should have a hobby, I think.
Because I don't talk to my family now, guys. All I have is my wife and my 2 girls and my wife's mum and dad. That's all I have.
My husband Robert was a writer.
That's my family.
Sadly, he died before Will really knew him. He could have gone far if he'd applied himself a bit more.
Newspaper.
Back then, Diana had just done that interview, and so we were all waiting for the divorce. There was no way we thought that they could stay together. People seem to believe that all us old folk want to talk about is the weather. So I started the conversation. I see that Diana is in the news again. It seems like she's never out of it these days. It's about time she stopped keeping everyone waiting.
Now they're on about Princess Diana.
I think it's sad. She was bullied into all of this from the beginning.
The conversation didn't go well from there. I got very frustrated with him. Sharon didn't join in, but it wasn't hard to imagine what an American might think of it all. James took Will's side on it.
Especially if it was
It
Trump.
always would be difficult in those kinds of things. I wish I'd never even started the conversation. They didn't want to hear my opinion. "Excuse me, I'm going to make some tea," I said. No one offered to help.
They never do. Let's go to the kitchen to make a cup of tea.
I didn't really want tea. I don't think they wanted it either. But I needed to do something. I suppose all this seems like a strange thing to remember. But it was a sad day for me. I was worried about him, getting all these views. It could get him into trouble. James and Sharon both held their own views. I knew that. But Will... There wasn't any choice in my day. But it gave me a quiet life. That was good enough. I wish Will understood that you've got to fit in to get along in life.
That is very Very true.
Back then, society worked by all getting along. You kept your head down. It's easier to stand out from the crowd now, but... well, I don't think it's right. I was so scared that Will was going to go off half-cocked and make a mess of his life.
You have to fit in. I can completely agree with that. Me, I keep myself to myself. You know, I do my own thing. But I know some people, and they just like to kiss ass, just to, you know what I mean.
I waited.
I can't get
letting the tea
into
brew,
it much.
and I found myself crying, standing in the kitchen like a silly old what's-it. He was going to go off with views like that and get in trouble, and I couldn't do a thing. I knew something had been broken that day between Will and I. I took a deep breath and pulled myself together. It simply doesn't do to let others see you get upset.
I really do like that soundtrack though. It's cool. Very nice. Ooh, it's
I live by
snowing.
myself. I always have done since Robert went. I had felt this was acceptable until then. Feeling distant from your family is the most awful thing. It's the strangest feeling of mourning. I know I'm from a different generation with different values, but I don't think they're all wrong.
Christmas decorations.
I wasn't prepared to accept that Will wasn't going to talk to me anymore. His views, I felt he was putting his future at risk. Those views, liberalism and such like, I knew he would change his mind as he got older.
The
But
bubbles.
before he changed, what damage would he do to his options?
Is that it? No star on the tree?
I didn't know what to expect that Christmas. I just wanted us to all be close again. But I was nervous. It's a lot of work making a house look welcoming,
Yep.
but it was good to be busy. I remember a Christmas after Will had gone to university, but we were all coming back together for the holiday.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New.
I kept in touch with a lot of friends. We didn't have email, of course, but even now they just aren't as good as a real letter.
Okay. Oop.
I'd been told that Will was going to bring a girlfriend, Sarah. It was important to make a good impression.
First you have Harry, and now you have Sarah, which is my wife's name. Oh dear, I tell you.
My family arrived just as the Christmas lunch was ready. It was perfect timing. I mentioned that Sharon took Will away for 3 years to America once, didn't I? Yes, I think I did. He was only 10. I missed so many important years. James is like my husband Robert. Kind at heart, but I wish he would apply himself. Sarah seemed a little shy, but she was lovely. She told us about her university courses and was thoroughly charming. I hadn't seen Will since he left. I wanted him to understand I wanted the best for him. I always wanted that, no matter if he disagreed with me. Will was a perfect gentleman.
The turkey.
He was so courteous and attentive.
Nom 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 nom.
I felt so proud of Will. He was becoming the man I had hoped he would be.
Good.
Sarah seemed like such a lovely match for him. He would have a happy, normal life. But that was the last time I saw her.
Okay. Wasn't meant to be.
The next summer, I went to visit Will at university.
Ooh.
Arriving on time is a common courtesy, so often overlooked, I feel. So I set off in plenty of time to drive down to see him.
That's such a good idea.
I ended up being rather early, and it was my first visit to the campus, so I went for a walk. The old buildings there are lovely. So many excited young people about the place, and such beautiful girls, all full of pep. I was also hoping I might see Sarah again. I never went to university. It wasn't like it is now, where it seems normal to go. It was nice to see so many people improving their lives.
Excuse me.
At first, I saw Will from a short distance before he saw me, and I couldn't make out what he was doing. Then I saw that he was holding hands with a man.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then they kissed right there, out in the open.
Should it matter?
I couldn't believe it. I knew that his views would get him in trouble. After all I had tried to teach him, he went and did that.
And she walked off.
I left right away. I couldn't think of a single thing I could say to him.
Mind you, people have different views, don't they?
Will didn't see me.
She
What
was
was I supposed to
old-fashioned.
Act like everything was going to be okay for him. He was so young to be doing that kind of thing, with his whole life ahead.
You didn't have to walk
The
off though.
university suddenly seemed like a place full of smug, self-satisfied people. Ugly. It was full of children running around abusing the freedom that my generation worked hard to earn for them. After everything I had done for him, he was doing that, putting himself in danger. I felt so angry with him and with everyone there. That sort of thing. It all just feels wrong to me. Sorry, but that's just the way I feel about this.
Yeah. Like I said, people have their views. Oh dear.
I barely saw Will for the next few years. I couldn't bring myself to talk to him.
It's a shame. Anyway guys, I think I shall leave it there for now, but yes, very interesting indeed. And you know me guys, I do tend to enjoy these types of games with story driven, narrative type of games. But yeah, she wasn't too happy, was she? Seeing him kiss the boy. I'm guessing the fellow he was kissing, that was Harry. Or me. But yeah, she wasn't too happy indeed, was she? But yeah, I really do like how it's portrayed, you know. Obviously we are the subconscious of Will, and we're basically understanding his family's views about the years of his life and what's been going on and so forth. So it's pretty cool indeed. So yeah, I do hope you have enjoyed it so far guys. But yeah, if you do like these kind of games, I do recommend it, I really do. And yeah, for the price, yeah, definitely worth getting. So yeah, that was part 1 for Fragments of Him. So I do hope you have enjoyed, so feel free to like, comment, share and subscribe, does help me out a lot. This is HatCHeTHaZ, I'll see you soon with a new video.